Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Full Time Clips. How are we all doing today? We are breaking down the Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul fight, aka Logan Paul's brother versus Tyson Fury's brother. We're joined today by introduce yourself. What's your name? Where'd you come
Yes,
from? What are you doing for us today?
I am Harvey. I'm part of the Dallo Industries YouTube channel, and I'm here to talk about, break down Jake Paul, Tommy Fury.
That is great. The fight, of course, taking place in Saudi Arabia, the new money location for boxing fights. It will be contested at £185. 10 rounds, it might be. 10 rounds,
I
3
think,
minutes.
I think it's 8.
8 rounds. I don't know. I saw some that was 10. Most likely will be 8 for a place in WBC rankings and for bragging rights. First of all, who's your immediate prediction?
I'm saying Jake Paul.
Okay.
Knockout round 6. I think.
Okay.
I'll get onto the reason why in a sec. But what's your prediction?
Now, when this was originally made back in like 2021, I was Tommy Fury all day. And
Yeah,
now I'm still Tommy Fury. I think he wins. I just think there's levels to this game, and he's been doing this for too long. Jake may have beaten Anderson Silva, who's one of the best MMA fighters of all time. 47 years old, I know. It's still impressive. I still think it's going to be a close fight, but I just think in terms of boxing, you can't play boxing, and that's where I think Tommy Fury has it over Jake Paul. His output's a lot higher than Jake's. Jake will be waiting for the counter, and I think Tommy just wins by points.
Okay, so the reason I think Jake gets this done is because I think Tommy has never been in a situation like this. It's his first main event. It's a long way from home. He's only ever it's way different to fighting on like the small cards that he has before. I just think that this is definitely Tommy's toughest opponent,
Well, yeah.
100%.
I mean,
Um,
I could probably beat his other opponents.
But yeah, I mean that guy he fought that was it like Jordan Grant or something? He
I
was
don't
very
know.
good.
It's
Yeah.
probably my local plumber.
But I think looking at um Tommy's fights, I think that he has a lot of his attacks very good, but his defense when people he's fought have put pressure on him, his defense has been very bad, and there's been opportunities where he's been left open that someone like Jake could clock him with the right hand. And I just think that, I mean, Tommy can easily win this fight. I think.
I think Tommy
I
outboxes him. I just,
Yeah. I mean, I could see it going to. I could see a Jake Paul knockout or a Tommy decision.
mm,
But it's whether Tommy can handle the pressure. It's whether he can handle it.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
they do say pressure makes diamonds. We've seen it many times before under the bright lights. It depends. He's a Fury. He's got it in his blood. But the real question
But
is,
what?
does he actually have it in his blood?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's fought at
It,
Wembley.
yeah, I mean, I think one thing that Jake needs to improve on in this fight, which it happened in the last two Woodley fights and the Anderson Silva fight, was his output.
Mm,
His Jake's output needs to improve a lot for this fight because
yeah.
if we've seen if someone can put pressure on Tommy and give him something to worry about, Jake could easily win this fight because
Mm.
there's a lot of flaws in his defense.
Yeah,
Um,
the same
but
is for Jake Paul as well. We saw him get clocked by that Woodley overhand, rocked him a bit. He
yeah,
did cover up well after that, but he just needs to remember, tuck that chin and stay defensive. Because does Tommy have the power to knock him out? He's got great power in his jab, as we saw recently on a punching
yeah,
machine.
Tommy has got a great jab,
Tommy's got good
and that
length as well. I think Tommy
yeah,
will land more punches, will throw more. He'll be the one advancing. Jake will be the one on the counter, trying to land that big overhand, knock him out, or try to like change the tide of the fight. Maybe he be the one backing Tommy up. Maybe even like get a decision that way. I don't know, but it's two different fighters in my opinion. They're two very different fighters,
yeah.
two different
One thing,
backgrounds.
one thing as well. Jake's jab is terrible.
Hmm.
Jake has got a terrible jab.
It's
The thing Jake relies on is the counter right hand.
Jake's
he
jab,
counters, and with the overhand.
Jake's jab isn't great, but he feints really well with it. He feints really
Yeah,
well to set up the
his
big
feet are very.
punches.
He that's something Jake needs to clean up on his jab a lot, because his jab he overextends it way too much, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's an opportunity where Tommy could capitalize very well.
What's-
I don't know. I just personally I just see Jake winning, because I just think Tommy will crack under pressure. I don't think he's ever been in a situation like this before, and I think as much as he denies it, I think Jake's got in his head, and I feel like it'll just get to him. I just see it. I don't know. I just see it ending bad.
It all depends for me on how much Tommy respects Jake, because Tommy Fury is a better fighter than Jake. Well, not fight, better boxer than Jake.
Yeah, top.
Does he want it more?
Yeah, if Jake wants to win this, he has to make it a fight, not a boxing match. Because if Tommy can make this a boxing match, then he's going to win easily. He can just move around with his jab and just. But I don't know.
If he's jabbing Jake, he's landing at will. He gets in that flow state. It's going to be very hard to get back, like Jake, to get back into the fight, because I don't feel like Jake can deal with that. I believe Jake does have the dog in him, but I don't think he can deal with the pressure. The pressure of the fight, yeah, easily. But when he's in there and dealing with the jab, will he know what adjustments to make? Will he know what to do? Because he's got a good corner behind him, but in his mind, will he listen?
Yeah, that's true. I just think as well, Jake, because like I said, his last 3 fights, his output has been terrible, like really bad. And that needs to improve, especially in this fight when you're fighting a proper boxer.
Yeah, a fighting man.
Yeah, fighting man. It just needs to improve, and if his output doesn't improve, then Tommy can easily win this fight, like very easily on points. I think.
I mean, Tommy has shown knockout power before, but it is against much smaller opponents. People who haven't been cutting weight. Tommy's been cutting weight for all those fights. Those people have just probably come from like Burger King, stepped on the scales, same weight as Tommy, and Tommy just
I think Tommy's also very unprofessional. I think his last fight he didn't make weight or something, so it got cancelled.
He didn't make weight. Apparently, it was like difference in weight, like class in the contract, something like that. I don't know, but hey, he'll be motivated for this one. He'll be earning more money. I think we'll see the best Tommy Fury. I think we'll see the best Jake Paul. I think we'll see a great fight going down in Saudi Arabia. Anyway, is there anything final you want to say before we end this?
No, I just hope it's a great fight. I think it's going to be a great fight, and I think everyone will get their money's worth. I just think it'll come down to the pressure in the end, and I think Jake will win. I think.
Well, it is actually very early start time for UK fans. 9:30 ring walks, I've heard from news articles. So, should be a good one. Should be not tired to watch it and be able to judge it the best. I can see this one going to decision. You can see it either way. I can see it going to decision.
I could see it. I could see it go either way. If it goes to a decision, I see Tommy winning. But I think the only way Jake can win this is knockout. I don't think Jake can win decision. If Jake wants to win, it has to be a knockout. Which I see a Jake knockout more likely than a Tommy decision at the moment. Yeah. So,
well, Jake Paul is the favourite, but if you know one thing about boxing, no one's safe. Anyway, boys, girls, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace.